Hey folks, welcome back to TRS-80 Retro Programming. It's been a long time. It's been almost 2 weeks already, and I knew that time was, going by pretty quickly, but I didn't realize until I checked my YouTube that it's been almost 2 weeks, and I've been trying like heck to get a video out, but I haven't had any content, and I wanted to do an update on my video game, Ghost Saga, which probably wasn't the best name for the video game, but it was the best I could come up with. Some of my names, video game names, are pretty tacky, but I don't know, whatever, So I really wanted to do an update, but, what happened is it came to a standstill real quick because of a number of things. Learning the PCOPY format, it gets pretty complicated, and I had to straighten my program out quite a few times, and then I hit a roadblock. I fixed all the errors. I took all the bugs out, and I straightened it down to a core and got rid of all the junk that was messing it up and everything like that. And then I came to a complete standstill for like about a week now because of PCOPY. Doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Okay, what else is new? But I try to, refer to our handy Getting Started with Extended Color Basic Manual, and PCOPY, they wrote about 2 or 3 lines about to explain how to use PCOPY. Literally, it's like 2 lines or 3 lines. They don't explain it, so that wasn't any help. And it's kind of ridiculous because you don't even know what it's supposed to do. If you look at it in the book, it's ridiculous. And so I'm here to bring you the truth about PCOPY on the Color Computer 1. Okay, and this also translates to the Color Computer 2. Because as far as I know, the Color Computer 2 is just a extended form of the Color Computer 1, but I use a Color Computer 1 platform on my videos, and I own the Color Computer 2. So to get on with this here, I'm here to bring you guys the truth about PCOPY. Okay, now this video chip here, the 6809 chip, okay, that's in these computers, okay, for the Color Computer 1 and 2, doesn't do the greatest job when it comes to video memory. So when we start playing with PCOPY and we're shifting pages around, okay, now what you're looking at here in the center is when you use PClear-8, you get 4 screens. Now, each of these big rectangles here represents 1 screen. So if you look over here, okay, this is a screen, and where you see the partitions, that's where the pages are. So if we look over here, and we did PClear-8, we have our 4 screens. But when we start playing with PCOPY, we're shifting pages around, and there's 2 pages per screen. So that means every screen is supposed to, and I have quotation marks held up here, supposed to contain 2 pages. However, it doesn't, okay? And I found this out the hard way, and I was ready to just give up. And today I finally solved the PCOPY puzzle. And I'm glad because I'm glad to be done with it and actually looking forward to making video game progress, which is what I was trying to do until I ran into this roadblock. So what I was saying is, in P mode 1, if we P clear 8, we get these four screens, okay? And then what happens is, when you say P mode 1, that handles these 2 pages, okay? When you say P mode 3, that handles these 2 pages, and so on. P mode 5 would come next, which handles 5 and 6, and P mode 7 handles 7 and 8. That's the way it's supposed to work, and it does work if you're just using pages. So if we had 4 pages here and we wanted to flip back and forth and double buffer and do all these neat things to make graphics, well, that's fine and dandy. It works just fine. But when you start splitting things up and you're using PCOPY, it doesn't work that way, okay guys? So when we're in P mode 1, if you guys want to save yourself some trouble, follow this chart, okay, because you're not going to find this anywhere else. I'm sorry about it, it's a little bit blurry, my flash wasn't working, and it just never seems to end, but hopefully you can see this, okay, on this whiteboard here. So I can shift 2 to 4, and 4 to 2, and 4 to 6, and 6 to 4, and 6 to 2, and 2 to 6, and any combination under here. These shift back and forth and do whatever you want them to do perfectly fine. But the computer will not recognize page 3 whatsoever, period. Okay? You can shift 1 to 5 and 5 to 1, but that is it. Okay? That's it. 3 doesn't exist. If you try to use 3 or shift 5, you're either going to get an error. You'll get a, let's see, what happened? I'm trying to think of all the things that, if you try to move 1 to 3 or 5 to 3, 3 doesn't exist. If you try to move 3 back to 1, it's a blank page. So no matter what you try to do, you're not going to get anything to show up on 3. 3 is a blank page. So I crossed it off. You can't use it. Okay? Next problem is over here. When we do P mode 7, you cannot divide this screen into 2 parts. It doesn't work. If you try to cut this in half and PCOPY 6 to 8, you're going to get an FC error. Okay? That is a fact. If you try to say P mode 1-8, you will also get an FC error. It doesn't work that way. This here has to stay a page in itself. You can use this page for whatever you want graphics wise, but you cannot divide it, and you can't use it as a, like you would use PCOPY. This has to stay a full page. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try it. It's not going to work. So the best thing to do here is to take this, what I'm showing you, jot it down on a piece of paper, and if you want to play with PCOPY, follow these rules. Don't try to use 3. Stay within these confines right here, so you actually get 4 pages on a P clear 8. And then you have a full page to do whatever you want with. And I'm going to use this for my sprites. I'm going to have a full page of sprites. Excuse me, a full page of sprites. And I can get and put, then do whatever I want with them. Put them into arrays. This is the best thing to do if you're trying to make a video game. Use page 4 for your sprites. Put them into arrays, and use the rest of these pages to manipulate your video game, and don't try to use page 3. This is the truth, okay, guys? If you want the truth, here it is. If you want to make pretend, well, then make pretend, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't work. Okay, you can't do this. I tried this 1,001 different ways, and it does not work. Okay, you can only do this, what I'm showing you here. That's it. Okay, and there's a similar problem with other P modes with this chip. Okay, if for example P mode 4, there's problems. You can use, as far as I know, you're only going to get 2 pages on a P Clear 8, or 2 screens, I mean, and the first screen can be cut up into 1 and 2, or actually there's 4, excuse me, these get cut up into 4. So if you're in a P mode 4 high res, you're going to get 4 pages on screen 1, and you'll get another page on screen 2, so you'll get 5 total pages. I don't really use high res, so don't quote me on this, but I believe you're going to get 4 pages, and your second screen is going to be like this. It's not accessible. So you're going to get 4 pages on your first screen, and your second screen is going to be like this. It's going to be only graphics. There's going to be no cutting up the pages. It doesn't work that way. I tried it. This would be 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you get past 5, 6, 7, and 8, you're going to get FC errors. So if you're looking to do it the easy way, do this. If you want to have problems, do whatever you want. But I'm putting this out there so that people know. And that's it. I just want to be done with this problem and, finish with my video game, because this was like, I grappled with it for like a week. I'm like, why isn't it won't accept these commands. No matter how many times you put them in, it's not going to do this. I originally tried PCOPY 1 to 3 and 3 to 5, and that's where the trouble started, because 3 is always a blank page. Don't ask me why. I wasn't around in 1981 when they invented this, but this is what I utilize for my videos, and I enjoy Color Basic. And I hope you guys take a word of wisdom here. And if you want to leave any comments, go right ahead. I love to interact with you guys. And I hope you have a good week coming up. It's actually Sunday night. And yeah, I really have to get going. So I'll see you on a future video. Will probably be an update on Ghost Saga, because that's turning into a really nice game. And it's better than anything else that I've done so far. I just got hung up on this, and it's really hard to find a reference for these kind of things, because they really don't exist. Being a 45-year-old computer, or whatever, 50-year-old computer, whatever it is, I think the first one came out in the 70s or something like that. So it's really outdated, and I think they just had a really, they did the best they could with what they had, and there's just not a lot of reference material out there, okay? So I'm trying to be a source, and you guys have been a source to me, so I'm just throwing this back out there, see what you guys think, and that's it. Take care, and good night.